Hey, RetconRaider here, and welcome back to the alpha for Warhammer 40k, Rogue Trader. As today we check out a drifting ship, probably best avoided. I'm not entirely sure exactly which ship this is supposed to be. We've heard about a few. I think we heard about one from the bartender in Footfall, and then we also heard, of course, about the missing void ship from Kiava Gamma. Actually, we might have already found the one that the bartender mentioned. My memory's a little fuzzy, it's been a long week. Oh, speaking of which, if I sound a bit off today, that's just because I'm still getting over the sickness. You can guess which one? My throat, I'm feeling fine. My throat just hasn't fully recovered yet. So, I'll have to pace myself, but, yeah, let's check this thing out. First things first. Abelard and Jay are sitting this one out. I thought about swapping Jay in for Argenta, but I just can't quit Argenta's flamethrower. That thing is fantastic. Well, this is lovely. Oh, poison runs through mechanical veins. The path to your goal seems easy, as long as you do not turn back. Fire rages in an iron heart. Okay, thanks for that, Adira. And that's clearly like a secret door. A formidable-looking door blocks the way into the next module. It is covered in scratches, as if someone clawed at the cold metal for a very, very long time. The door does not respond to your touch, and stands fast, refusing to open. The writing above the doorway reads, Main Computing Cathedral. Interesting. The tech priest blesses himself with a protective symbol, his hand visibly shaking.
Shield us, O Machine God, from the evil that has taken hold of our temple. Save us, preserve us from the corruption. Show us the way. The sacred metal that bars our path is weakened. Let us appeal to the machine spirit of one of the generators, so the metal may drink from its blessed energies. There should be one hidden somewhere in this module.
I'm sorry, could we back things up real quick? What's this evil you're sensing? The tech priest says nothing for a while. Then his vox comes to life. But the voice is hoarse, punctuated by static and interference.
The Omnissiah knows all, comprehends all. I am merely his servant. I cannot discern what has stricken the abode of the machine god. But I do sense a distortion of the structure, disfigurement of the molecular order. This ship is sick. Further conversing is unproductive. The will of the Omnissiah has brought us to these doors, thus our task is clear. Search for a way to proceed beyond so we can discover a means of cleansing these halls.
Sounds like a plan. The door and the entire adjacent section of the module have no power. There must be a backup generator somewhere nearby. Once you turn it on, you should be able to proceed. The main thing that catches your eye about this place is the state of the wall panels by the door. They bear numerous scratches, 5 in a row, resembling claw marks. Some of the panels look like they could fall off at any moment. Here and there you see the occasional sparks and crackling of the damaged wires behind them. Oh man, this is starting to sound like a Space Hulk scenario. Are we talking gene stealers? A symbol inscribed in blood. And there's our side path.
What is that?
Oh, interesting. We actually have to blast the wall. But we only have one melted charge. So, you know what? We'll hold off on that for now. Until we see if there are any other places we need charges. Or if we find more charges. That'll work too. We have to come back this way anyway, once we turn on the generator.
None shall stand in my way.
Oh. Jeez. Really? The dull sounds produced by the ventilation system create the illusion that the ship is breathing. Like a living and terribly sick creature. Yeah. Join the club. Gotta say though, they did a pretty great job with the atmosphere here. This is pretty incredible. Oh. Hello there.
This is bad. Very bad. The Omnissiah's grace has forsaken this place. And these brethren.
The priest, whose body is covered in symbols carved into metal and flesh, is whispering words of prayer. Oh, good.
A new challenge for me?
Would you look at that?
Apparently we spotted a trap, but I certainly don't see it. Ah, okay. And there's our trap. Apparently Adira spotted it right through that wall, which I would question, but she's a psychic, so I'll give her a pass. I actually really like having Adira in the party. Her psychic interjections and conversations seems like it'd be pretty handy. Provocative helmet. Oh my. Taunting Scream applies a -10 penalty to perception to all enemies affected by this ability for 2 turns. Oh, okay, so the other type of provocation. That's less oh my. But still potentially useful. Heinrichs, do you have Taunting Scream? You do. Which means that helmet is going right on your face. Yeah, that's probably how helmets work. Good find. Dark reddish blotches form the words, "O Omnissiah, the hour is upon us." Well, that's good to know. Okay, I am starting to detect some slight abnormalities in the decor. Is that a face on the wall? Your imagination is playing tricks on you, making you see faces twisted in a scream in the stains on the metal. Oh, okay, it's just my imagination. My mistake. Carry on. Everything's fine. Oh, see, right here. The door is not haunted, we just have to push the stop being creepy button. Problem solved. There's a rational explanation for everything. Why can we not interact with these devices? The priest is busy attempting to sew together the innards sticking out of his abdominal wound and the flexible wires emerging from the depths of the bulkhead. Wow, that definitely takes guts. Good for you. Emperor, protect us. This is a house of darkness and corruption. I mean, yeah, it's not great. Oh, look at that. There's water. It's kind of hard to see, but... Oh, there's a path. We can, like, zigzag between the puddles. No way we're taking the whole party through there, though. We'll have Pascal take point. He is our tech guy. The behavior of the Transformers was caused by no common mechanical malfunction. It is possible that the cause is of supernatural origin. Or, you know, someone just poured gallons of water on top of live wires. But who's to say? One of many modules providing power to the massive ship. Okay, that might be the generator we're trying to get to. So we theoretically have an end goal in sight. Oh, and cut power. Yes, please. I'm sure that's fine. Inspection reveals nothing. Perhaps the strange vision was a mere trick of the mind. Yeah, that. Thanks, Pascal. The priest is mumbling an incoherent series of terms and designations. We've also got sprawling flesh blobs, which might explain where all the bodies went. A symbol scratched on the bulkhead.
Accursed flesh, you betray me. I am drowned in the mire of flesh and sinew, but my spirit longs for the perfection of the machine. Brother, you are in need of a ritual protocol of repair. We will mend you. Yes, we will mend you.
I'm just gonna go ahead and tap the save button real quick. I have a sneaking suspicion we might be moving into the combat portion of our show. Hate you. That's fine. Get all your jump scares in. Not gonna help you once we're turn-based. Three tech priests in sight. Oh. What was that? Wait, did that come from the weird eyes on the floor or from the transformer? Also, there are eyes on the floor. That probably bears repeating. Might have just been a trap.
Who's there? Who's talking to me? Oh, machine spirits, is it you I'm hearing?
Hey, that guy seems more responsive than most. Good for him. Augmented gloves. Servo motors and microcogitators in these gloves assist in wielding a melee weapon, granting the wearer plus 10 bonus to all weapon skill tests. Oh, well, that is fantastic. Also, a very odd mix of items for an Imperial ship. As for the gloves, we will, of course, toss those to Heinrichs. He's the closest thing we've got to a dedicated melee guy. Though we will have to drop the knuckle dusters, but that's fine. I don't get the impression we're going to get much use out of coercion in a place like this. The metal feels a little warm and somewhat moist to the touch, remarkably similar to living skin. Oh, and there's our generator, surrounded, of course, by poison gas. It's always something. Surprised these guys didn't attack us. The priest's eyes are completely empty. They're looking through you without seeing you.
O machine god, deliver me from the oppression of the flesh. Let me draw closer to the perfection of a mechanism.
Yeah, good luck with that. Warning. Invalid system pressure parameters. Expected value, 10. Ah, now we've got multiple pressure stabilizers around the room. Seems simple enough. Settings changed. Value is now 1. Value is now 5. Okay, so that's 4 and 1, respectively. Yeah, this is very straightforward. Each dial has a different value attached to it. We just have to find the right combination to hit 10. Wait. Is that it? Was it really just the first 3 dials we encountered? I guess so. Wow. That really was not much of a puzzle, but fair enough. And we have another blast wall, with the generator implying we're headed back to the entrance anyway. So yeah, let's go ahead and knock this one down. Nice.
Something of interest.
Oh, wow. Okay, someone really wanted to keep people out of this room.
Excellence matters.
That's got to be something good. Really? We had to breach a wall and disable 2 traps just to access a loot cache with a melted charge to replace the one we used breaching the wall in the first place. Okay, sure, why not? I mean, we got XP out of it. And now we can crack open that other wall too, so that's good. It's got such an Event Horizon vibe to it. Lights up. Oh, and a very conspicuous loading screen there. We'll have to be on the lookout for whatever may have changed. Something just got loaded in. Oh, look at that. The tech priests are gone. The corpse is gone too. But yeah, now I think we're headed into the combat portion of our show.
I'll lay claim to the stars.
No doubt running into some slight resistance as we make our final approach on the computer cathedral. Also, I think the bodies we keep seeing in those visions were essentially the raw materials that are being used to transform the ship now.
Victory awaits.
Very unsettling. I like it. We've got servitors. Heavily armored melee fighters. And a single Mad Logis. Might be more further back, though. We passed, what, 6 tech priests on the way to the generator?
I'm watching your back. Always.
I don't think they'd blow them all in one shot, but we might have a couple more hiding in back.
I'm restless.
One sec, just trying to figure the best place to set up.
Do you require inquisitorial approval?
Actually, let's put Heinrichs over here. We'll have him rush that tech priest.
We must act.
I guide humanity between the stars.
And then our backliners will just line up behind this fence here.
They fear to look at me because of my appearance. I fear to look at them because of their rotten-colored souls.
That's nice.
Will do.
Oh, 3 whole damage. Well, that is not a great sign. Indira is supposed to be one of our heavy hitters. Herald of Taint. Wait, those weren't highlighted, but... Oh, okay. This is the corrupted boxcast ship. Oh, wow, we've got like 4 more guys in the back? 3? Yeah, this is going to be rough. But even rougher, I imagine, if we don't take those Voxcasters down first. The Heralds of Taint. Let's see what we can do about that. Let's slap a defense buff on Heinrichs. He's going to be most exposed. And we'll just start whittling.
Anything else?
Nice. Okay. Thankfully, they do seem to be fairly fragile. They were actually very kind to put those both right up front. That makes it a lot easier for us to prioritize them as early targets. Wow. Okay. I will absolutely take that. I'm starting to suspect that the chance of someone being hit by a stray bullet is actually higher than our chance to land a lot of these burst fire shots. It's actually not terribly uncommon for that to end up being the case in some of these systems. There were a couple of Frontier Westerns I used to run where there was like a 1 in 6 chance of stray bullets that missed their primary target to strike other creatures in the line of fire. But it was really kind of bonkers, because it basically just meant that as long as you lined your foes up in a relatively straight line, even if you missed your shot, quote-unquote, you still had like a minimum 16% chance to hit every other target in the line of fire until your bullet landed somewhere. Alright, Heinrichs, buddy, your time to shine. We want him to end up in cover, otherwise he'll get picked apart by those snipers. Inferno pistol? Nice, yes. And now charge. Okay, not bad. Oh, but not enough points left for a dome and endure. Alright, let's go for endure. And we'll use our leftover point for taunting scream. That way our new helmet gets some play too. Oh, nope, never mind. They both resisted. Oh. Actually, I think the template attacks are essentially auto hits. So as far as dodging attacks you can actually dodge, I think we're doing pretty well. And Argenta. Let's get you into the fray. Put that flamer to good use. Angle's not quite right. That's fine, that's fine. We'll just focus on what's right in front of us. Lovely. That might have actually pushed it far enough back that it can't attack her. Alright, Pascal. Let's get some buffs going. And kill zone? That'll do.
Request approved.
Hey, alright. Things are going almost shockingly well for us here. I'm just waiting for those snipers in back to start trimming off giant chunks of our health. Like that one guy at the funeral.
If I may.
And Vox cast out. Tain't nothing. I'm almost kind of sad we won't get to see what those do. Though I'm also sure it's far from the last time we'll see them. Actually, can we get this on Heinrich's? Oof. Light ding on Argenta. Let's bump her defense. Trying to carefully monitor our veil thickness too. Top left meter. This seems like the kind of place with a lot of thinly veiled threats.
Nothing I can't do. Let's see how they respond to this.
Oh, let's go grenade. These guys are armored, though. Frag grenade might not. Oh, shoot, it doesn't actually tell us how much armor they have. Thought it did. You know what? These guys are all clustered up. We can go with something more potent and localized. Nice. And momentum. But let's burn the rest of our action points first. Oh, fantastic. Glad we actually got some use out of that thing. That 6 range is a little rough.
Opposing me was your biggest mistake. Not a problem for me. Watch and learn.
Watch and learn. Servitors served. And momentum exhausted. Huh. Interesting choice. I guess he decided Rhett was the bigger threat. And again, who can blame him after what just happened? Heinrich, stay on the Logis.
I need a foothold. Naturally. Let's see to it. For the throne's glory.
Lovely. And look at that. Tripling up on defense did the trick. That was a risky move, but it worked out for us. Now we just have to knock out this last servitor, and then we can push up on those snipers.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
Switch off to Bolter.
None can escape the Emperor's judgment.
That'll do it. Oh, shoot, but not enough points left to dash. That's fine. Cass is up next. Backliners moving up. Not a lot of cover, but as long as we stay behind the Transformers, they shouldn't be able to draw line of sight. If we can't see them, they can't see us. Argenta moves to cover.
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
That's fair. Wasn't really about hitting that guy, it was more just getting to cover. Let's move Pascal up as well. Good, good. I was worried they'd try moving up on the left flank, then take pot shots at Cass, but thankfully they're not smart enough for that.
Will do.
Okay, we are going to try to push the snipers, but let's see if we can finish off the Logis en route. That's no good. I guess that'll do. And burst fire on the Logis. Sorry. Yikes, that did not work out at all. But I do revisit my earlier statement about stray bullets. Oh, and it turns out he didn't even need our help after all. Yeah, I really should have realized that was going to happen. Sorry, Heinrichs. Let's get you out of there, buddy. Ow. Yeah, see, the area attacks are definitely the bane of dodge builds. That's where you're better off with some sturdy armor.
The enemies of the Emperor will be undone. I'll do it.
one spot we can actually see is this little strip in the middle. That's not going to do us much good.
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
Once we're actually on top of these guys, it should be easy. The trick is just getting there without being shot to pieces.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
Nice. Wasn't sure that would affect Argenta, since she couldn't actually see her. Moving up. Now, just hang tight. And Red, let's get you in there.
Suits my purposes.
Time for a little snipe hunting.
Nothing I can't do.
Whoa. That did say 49% chance to hit per shot, right? The dice giveth, and the dice taketh away.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
See, that time he fired a single shot at us instead of an area. Hence, he missed. He would have been better off sticking with the overcharge.
Guided by faith. I need targets, not guidance.
Wow.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
Alright, come on now. Come on, I just need one.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
And there we go.
Doubt is for the weak.
I love that knockback. And then there was one. Mad Magoo.
Battlefields are always drowned in scarlet.
There is movement in the Empyrean.
Already done.
Right side has better LOS.
Suits my purposes. Not a problem for me.
And we're good. I've got to say, that looked a lot more daunting than it actually was. When I saw all those snipers lined up in back, I thought we were in for a really grueling battle here. Not to mention, we got a level out of it. We seem to be hitting those a lot more frequently now. That first level took us, what, like 6 episodes to get to? And now it's been like another level up every 2 episodes. Granted, they're not exactly like full-on level ups by most other tabletop standards, but it does feel like pretty rapid character growth. Which, you know, in retrospect actually does kind of make sense. I was wondering why we started at level 15, even though this is supposed to be just after the prologue. And given how rapidly we're progressing now, I imagine that your progression rate during the prologue is also very similar. Let's see what we've got over here.
I won't tolerate weakness.
Oh, another melted charge. That was nice of them.
Follow my lead.
Suits me.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna take that as a sign. We're already past time anyway, and while I'm surprised I've made it this far, my throat's not exactly doing great right now. So yeah, I feel like this is a good place to call it. We managed to explore most of the ship. Looks like we've still got at least one more fight ahead of us there, and then I'd wager one more in the computer chapel. I'll also say I'm really kind of finding this place fascinating. The atmosphere is great. The fight was pretty challenging. And while they're not exactly hammering us with lore items, I am getting a general gist of what happened here. Clearly, some sort of chaos creature or demon or whatever got into their computing cathedral, sent out the corrupt voxcasts over their PA system, their vox system, corrupted the tech priests, and the tech priests started, essentially, I guess, disassembling each other, and then using those parts to start the ship's transformation into a chaos void ship. Hence the bodies disappearing as people died, and the weird fleshy growths appearing all over the ship instead. I really appreciate that sort of visual storytelling. That said, I really should quit while I'm ahead, so let's hit the pause button for now, and we will pick up here next time as we take care of those level ups, and then push on. See what awaits us in the Cathedral of Computations. They went easy on us in that first fight, but from here on out, I'm sure it's kill or be kilobyte. See you then. Special thanks to the Raiders, the fine folks who help make these videos possible, including but not limited to Dragon Matrix 7, Mathew Smith, Revenant, Alois, Drakiith, Egg, Eerie V23, EgonAlter, Emile, Exsellsior, Gottlieb, James Trimmier, Kazorm, Nathan Welch Jr., OverlordPherom, RandomPassrby, RobbyB, Tomasz Piątkowski, Triphoppenskip, and Valinrook. Thanks for your support, guys. That said, if you'd also like to support the channel, you can do so by pushing the buttons that do the things. Trust me, it does make a difference. Or by checking out the Patreon, the YouTube memberships, or the Nexus GG page. Links are in the description.